Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Barroom Boys. I'm Mondo here with Hod and a wet beaver. And today we have a very, very, very special episode for you. Let me just kind of run it over to the clip while we say hello to both of you. So what's going on, guys?
Not much. I'm wet, as you can tell. I just hopped in the shower. I kind of needed one, so it wasn't the worst punishment, to be honest. But now I'm here.
Can you, in fact, see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy.
I mean, I've seen this
Holy
clip
shit.
probably like 15 times in the last 15 minutes already.
Yeah, I wish there was sound because that place was rocking. It was so loud. It's unfortunate that he had to do it at the Rangers Stadium.
Yeah, that kind of sucks if you're a Yankees fan.
But that's probably the most crowded the Ranger Stadium has ever been, to be honest. I've never seen anything like that. They're definitely a bottom feeder for sure.
But yeah, very special episode. Mr. Aaron Judge set the AL record in home runs. Congratulations. I guess let's just talk about why you're wet. So Beav's wet because he lost the trivia last episode. Nothing new if you've watched this before. But he has to be soaked the whole episode. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I got some towels around me, so my legs aren't too wet. But yeah, maybe I'll dry up by the end of the episode.
All right. And with that, let's go ahead and hop into the MLB real quick. Now, I know I've talked a lot about Aaron Judge. Today is a little bit different. We will be reviewing the playoff picture as of now. So as it stands today, and Beav will get to your conundrum.
Sure.
The Yankees clinched the division, but the Blue Jays and Rays clinched the wild card. The Guardians clinched. The Astros clinched as well as got home field advantage. And Seattle has a wild card spot. And then we'll get to that one. Cardinals clinched the division. Dodgers clinched with home field advantage. Playoff spot for the Padres. Playoff spot for the Phillies. What?
Yeah, the Phillies clinched last night.
Oh yeah, they
2 nights
did.
ago. First time in 10 years.
And then we have this whole clusterfuck here of the Mets and Braves. So
Yeah, I mean, shout out to NL East for getting 3 teams in the playoffs.
hey, bro, both East
And the Braves
divisions.
had an interesting series this past weekend. You know, the DeGrom versus Fried night 1. DeGrom got rocked. They're hitting piss missiles off of that man. Scherzer got rocked on night 2. And then we lost night 3. We got swept to the Braves. And after that series, we're 2 games back. Braves lost to the Marlins last night. The Mets won today. So that shrunk a little bit. The Mets aren't completely out of it. But it's looking like after a season of leading the division pretty much the entire year, the Mets, in typical Met fashion, crumble and fold to the Atlanta Braves and will not even walk away with the division, which is unfortunate because now we got to play the Padres instead of the Phillies or I'm not sure what other team. The Cardinals, I think, between the Phillies and Cardinals.
Mhm.
Both good teams. I would much rather have played the Phillies or the Cardinals than the Padres, to be honest. And then we got the Dodgers if we win that series. So it's going to be a rough outlook for the playoffs for the Mets unless they can somehow manage to win this division.
And Hot, as a man with no team in the fight, what's your unbiased prediction for this MLB playoffs?
I didn't even know the playoffs were like this week.
I
I've been
know.
so focused on football and soccer. I completely forgot baseball was a sport until Aaron Judge.
How about your boy Holland?
Yeah, that guy's fucking disgusting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. I would call myself a Red Sox fan, but I don't know if they even have any games left. Is the regular season over after tonight?
No.
I think there's what 3 games left for every team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see your reaction.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess go Braves because my little works for the Braves. So yeah, go Braves.
You got a World Series ring.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, this is a part of the podcast where I won't talk for the next 10, 15.
I mean, aside from the Braves Mets stuff, there's not really much to talk about in terms of the playoffs, which is, I guess, good if you don't really care about baseball because it's all kind of set in stone. But within the next couple episodes, we'll definitely give an in-depth look at the finalized setup for the playoffs and stuff like that. And that's when you won't hear from Hod for about 20, 30 minutes. But
Yeah.
we'll keep it short and sweet today. And we'll move on over to the BDM Fantasy League where we have today's breakdown. So, starting. See, people change their names and now it's throwing me off. Team Resign Roquan takes down More Money, More Problems, 128.1 to 125.7. Justin Herbert puts up a 25 piece, but it was really the back of Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Justin Jefferson to really keep this team afloat. Next, we have Henny Holmes taking on Team Hodska. Team Hodska suffered a pretty rough 8-point loss, losing 110 to 102. Any comment?
No, I had DeAndre Swift out. My quarterback's Mariota. So what did you expect?
Nothing. I mean, you're the one that lost. I just wanted a comment.
Exactly. I mean, I really could not care more about this league. So
True.
I mean, there's
Next,
no
we have
money, so
what?
there's no punishment or there's no money involved. So I
I
couldn't.
think we were just gonna punish Gary regardless, right?
I don't
Isn't
know.
that like the plan when we started this?
I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it doesn't affect me. So yeah, either way, Gary's doing the punishment, so I couldn't care.
All right.
Change my lineup.
Next.
That's about it.
We got Team Steinberg taking on Team Panty Raiders. Team Steinberg won 144.6 to 119.3 in the back of Josh Jacobs and Tyreek Hill.
I still can't believe how good Dan's team is.
Oh, I know. It's insanity.
Did you pick young Oku in the 4th round?
Yeah, he took Joe Burrow 2nd round, and he's not even the starting quarterback. Jalen Hurts is front runner for MVP.
Yeah, that's exactly why I have Mariota at quarterback. He's Burrow and Hurts.
Next, we have the Polk County Quitters winning 130.5 to 106.4 against the Gainesville Rippers. Beav, I know that this one kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah, you never want to lose to Gary. Unfortunately, I did. And I'm just trying to I'm looking forward to next week. 1-0 every week. That's the goal.
Attaboy. That's a great outlook. Finally, we wrap it up with me taking a victory, scoring 108 points.
Yeah,
Boys,
Smead had one of the worst fantasy performances that I've ever seen in my life.
I'll go down the whole list. In total, Smeej dropped 65.2 points.
His teams suck.
Now let's break this down. Debo Samuel accounted for a third of his points, 23.7.
More than a third.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who else is on his team?
He had Tua, who scored 2 points. Kind of sucks.
You forgot to bench Kamara.
Yeah, I forgot to bench him. James Robinson got 2 points. Michael Pittman got 6. Darren Waller got 5. Zeke got 10. Minnesota D6. Jason Sanders 9. For a grand total of 65.2 points.
Why does he have Matt Ryan on his team? Why is that?
We ask ourselves every year what goes wrong with the Smeej, and we can never figure out the answer.
Well, he didn't play Damian Pierce. Amon-Ra's hurt. And otherwise, his team sucks.
I mean, in our main league, he dropped 82.
Yeah.
But he does that weekly.
Yeah.
Literally every week. I don't think he's broken 100 in the main league once.
No, he has because he beat me and he dropped like 140 week 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because I dropped like I think 132 and it came down to Monday night and he beat me. I'll look right now and see what like the actual score was. But yeah. I mean, Dave is averaging less than 100 points a game, which I think is kind of funny.
Brutal.
It was week 1. He put up 135 because he had no, that's my team. Jamar Chase went off, Pittman went off, Burrow went off, Judy went off. Yeah.
Oh, Judy.
Yeah. Beav, you want to hear? Did you hear the trade that Mondo proposed me Sunday night in the
I had forgotten.
Mondo's been proposing me some trades too. I don't like them.
The trade that he proposed me was Jonathan Taylor, Debo Samuel, and Tyler Conklin for Justin Jefferson, Nick Chubb, and TJ Hawkinson.
Okay, yeah. He was trying to get Brees Hall for me, but I'm keeping Brees. I think Brees has got a lot of upside, especially the way the Jets are kind of surprising people.
Yeah.
Never
Man thinks that when JT gets hurt, he could try to fleece me to try to get me JT, even though I knew he was hurt though, because I have him in my other league.
You know, people are quick to judge until they accidentally hit accept on the trade. And then I walk away pockets full every time. So
I'll tell you what, though, I'm sure I'm not alone, and a lot of fantasy managers can speak on this. Keenan Allen needs to fucking get back already.
Yeah, bro, for real. I have him in my other 2 leagues.
I've had enough, bro. The man has been out since the first half of week 1.
Yeah, I mean, my other 2 leagues, I'm not complaining because I'm 3-1 in every single league that I really care about. And my other receivers in one of the leagues I have Keenan Allen with are Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, and Hollywood Brown, who they've been fire. So Keenan as like a flex or like a 4th option is fine if he sits out. I just need him for like bye weeks.
very nice. I don't have Keenan Allen, so I can't contribute to any of these. All right, let's go ahead and get into today's recap of the NFL Week 4. Let's start with the pretty rough game to watch Thursday night. We were doing a little live commentary as we were doing our show, but we ended it before the biggest impact of the night happened, and that would be Tua going down with a concussion, basically seizing up. It was a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to watch. Clearly, the dude shouldn't have been out there in the first place based off of what happened Sunday. But, you know, he got cleared and that guy got fired now. But it was just a tough game to watch. And then on top of that, you know, the Bengals win. So it was just an all around kind of depressing game, unless you had Tyreek Hill in fantasy, and then it was okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sad right now. Just shitty to watch.
Yeah, storyline of the week is what actually happened to Tua and how he's actually feeling. You know, it's where everybody is just kind of Monday morning quarterback in this situation based off of the video that we saw. Obviously, it didn't look good. It's reported that Tua is back in Miami and back at the facility, and so he has his cognitive abilities back. I don't know to what extent, but it's going to be interesting to see how the Dolphins handle this situation when they bring him back.
Yeah. Well, they already declared him out for this week. He probably won't play for another 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
But it just the Dolphins need to get looked at like overall because that was a horrible case of medical malpractice. He never should have been out on that field. So
No.
I mean, the guy 100% deserved to get fired, and I think more people in that organization deserve to get fired because it just wasn't one guy that gave him the okay. So, yeah.
Tough situation.
Tough couple days to be a Dolphin fan. But let's move over to the Cardinals and Panthers. Cardinals win 26-16 on the back of Kyler Murray's 200 yards and 2 TDs. Yeah, it was a game that went exactly how we thought it was going to go. Cardinals just won pretty handily, I'd say. They did kind of come back, which was kind of cool, but you know, not much else to say than it was a good football game.
Yeah, the Panthers are terrible.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
We skipped the London game,
So
Mondo. The
Yeah.
first game on Sunday.
Why did you go to the 425 game first?
Because that's the way it's shown here. I'll show you. I don't know why it's showing like this, but it's literally this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
So I was just going in order of the page. I figured we'd hit them all eventually.
Yeah.
But if we want that one, heading over to London, England, the Vikings took on the Saints. Vikings win 28-25. Kirk Cousins had a pretty decent game. Fucking Jesus Christ. Justin Jefferson had an incredible game receiving wise. Yeah. It was a good game to watch if you're a London newcomer to the real football.
yeah, I saw a tweet that said if you're a London NFL fan, you probably think Kirk Cousins is the most clutch quarterback of all time.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, this game actually, like, just from watching on TV, it sucked until the final 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Final 5 minutes were entertaining, but otherwise the game sucked. There were so many goddamn field goals.
Had a nice little double doink.
Yeah, that's tough.
A lot of popular plays were getting off the hook. We saw the Garoppolo running out of bounds. Orlovsky had a field day with that.
Yeah.
We had the butt punt. So Mark Sanchez's butt fumble can be forgotten about for a week. And then we have the double doink. So shout out Cody Parkey. Did you go to your high school, Mondo? You went to Dwyer or something?
No, you went to Jupiter.
True.
It was
Yeah,
nice to see Andy Dalton back in action, though.
it was.
Red Rocket.
Missed
Yeah.
that, man.
007.
All right. Next, we go to the Browns at the Falcons. Falcons take this one 23-20. I'd call it a pretty significant upset because the Browns have just looked really unstoppable up to this point. But Nick Chubb still had himself a day, 118 with one tutty. He looked great. Brissett just didn't deliver on the passing side of the ball. So,
Yeah, I don't know how the Falcons managed to pull this one out of their ass because, I mean, they're also not a good team. Marcus Mariota is a bottom feeder quarterback. I think he was like 7 for 19 with a pick or two. Couldn't
Yep.
find Kyle Pitts if I don't know if for his life. I mean, best offensive weapon getting one reception. I don't know how they found a way to win, but the defense stepped up for sure. Locked up Amari Cooper pretty good.
Yeah, because AJ Terrell is absolutely disgusting and is a top 5 corner in the league.
Yeah.
And he's like 23. And then Aljair, he ran the ball pretty well.
Cordero's out, so he's going to be taking the workload for the next
Yeah.
few weeks.
Yeah. Him and their fullback Huntley vulture to touchdown.
yep.
So maybe with Cordero out, they'll feed Kyle Pitts more, but I highly doubt it.
I mean, if
I have
if
faith.
Mariota only completes 7 passes and one of them's to Pitts, 2 of them are to Drake London, their leading receiver finished the game with 55 reception yards. Otherwise, Pitts had 1 catch for 25 and he was their second highest. So they just suck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're fucking horrible.
But
I
they're
don't know
2-2.
how they're 2
But
and
they're
2.
2-2. So
I don't know how. I couldn't tell you. All right. Next, we got the Commanders at Cowboys. Cowboys win 25-10. The legend of Mr. Cooper Rush continues. 223, 2 tutties. CD Lamb, 6 receptions, 97 yards, and 1 touchdown. Cowboys just looked dominant in this game. Commanders stood no chance throughout the entirety. It was just absolutely one-sided the whole time.
Yeah, this game was tough to watch, and it's probably because I just hate the Cowboys. But I mean, like, show some life, Washington. Like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, Carson wasn't gonna do anything. Michael is just on his ass all day.
yeah, Carson Wentz is not a fun quarterback to watch play.
Mm-mm. He's so boring. It's like watching Matt Ryan. I really hate Matt Ryan right now. He's ruining Jonathan Taylor.
Well, now,
All right. What?
Well, now Taylor's hurt. Now, like 3 weeks.
No, he might play.
Oh, I saw something that he's out 2 to 3 weeks, like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Earlier
you draft
today, they said he
high
might play.
fantasy.
What, Beav?
I said that's why you draft Naheem Hines in fantasy.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. All right. Seahawks went into Detroit, won 48-45. This game was electric. However,
Scoregami.
what?
Scoregami in this one.
Yeah.
Was a scoregami. Jared Goff played really well. 378 for tutties. Rashad Perry, though, or Penny, 151, 2 touchdowns. And then the leading receiver for both teams was TJ, 8 receptions, 179 yards, 2 touchdowns. This game was an absolute battle. The Lions almost came back towards the end, but it was just a great game to watch.
So many things happened. Obviously, it was Seattle by themselves hit the over under. DK got carted off the field to take a shit. And yeah, there was just a lot of long plays. Hawkinson had like an 81-yard catch that wasn't a touchdown. That was kind of ridiculous. Penny had long touchdowns. Jamal Williams had like a 50-yard touchdown. It's a good game.
Yeah, Jamal Williams really stepping up in his role with Swift out.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lions are like playing a Big 12 style of football right now, just high-powered offense and absolutely shitting the bed on defense.
Yeah. See what they do next week, though. They go into New England and face Bailey Zapp.
Zappy hour.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we got the Tennessee Henrys versus the Indianapolis Matt Ryans. The Titans win 24-17. Derrick Henry had himself a day. He is back. The king has returned. Matt Ryan, I can't fucking stand him. And Mo Alley Cox, 2 touchdowns.
Mo Cox.
All right. Next, we have we have Giants Bears. Giants win 20-12.
Yep.
Saquon is back. Justin Fields has yet to arrive. Darnell Mooney did his thing. We love that. But Beav, break down the Giants win.
Well, I said it was going to happen, and it happened. Giants beat the Bears. They're 3-1. Yes, Justin Fields might be probably the worst quarterback in football right now, and the Bears can't do anything on offense as a result. But the Giants stepped up on defense, and they got to Fields quite a good amount. And Daniel Jones is hurt, so we'll see if he's able to be fully healthy when they go to London, play the Packers next week. But I don't know. The Giants have had quite an easy stretch so far. They're starting to play some tough teams in the next few weeks, so that's when you really learn about your football team, and we'll see how they make it through.
Hot anything?
I mean, yeah. That was pretty much it. I mean, he's the fan.
All right.
Pretty boring game besides Saquon.
Yeah.
Danny Jones was getting them on the play action every time, though.
Yeah, my Danny fucking Wheels. My friends were going nuts watching in my basement because they couldn't believe how well Danny Wheels was playing.
Every time.
Fucking great.
Play action.
Unreal. Hodges goes, yeah. So that's it.
Vanilla Vic.
All right. Eagles, Jaguars. Jags took a 14-0 lead. Eagles scored 20 in the second. Miles Sanders, 134, 2 tutties. Jalen Hurts did not look that sharp at all, but somehow the Eagles still squeak it out. Some are saying they could go undefeated.
They won't go undefeated, but I mean, overall, it was a really sloppy game. There was like, Trevor Lawrence fumbled like 4 times.
Yeah, he
And, like,
looked horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it was raining, wet conditions, balls were slipping. The only bright side on the field was Miles Sanders and Jamal Agnew, I guess. But yeah, it was just a defensive battle that somehow made the score 29-21.
The dog is back. Mr. Zach Wilson, the man with that dog in him, led the Jets past the Steelers 24-20. Steelers just looked like shit. Zach Wilson actually looked pretty decent. Didn't have a stat whore kind of game, but 252 for a touchdown, first game back. Delivered a decent gritty. Not the worst I've seen, but
yeah, how about Kenny Pickett, new quarterback in Pittsburgh?
Yet to have an incompletion.
Got off to a rough start, threw a pick on his first ever pass, although that was pretty much all of Chase Claypool's fault.
I mean, yeah, he's in his career, no receiver or no one on the field has ever dropped one of his passes. It's always been caught by someone on the field to play, which is kind of cool.
It's an interesting stat.
Yeah, it was 10 of 13 with 3 picks. So,
Good for him.
yeah.
All right. We got what was supposed to be the game of the weekend. Kind of ended up being that way with the comeback, but Bills at Ravens. Bills win 23-20. Ravens blow it once again. I mean, just pitiful. Both QBs kind of did their thing. Other than that, it was more defensive than most people thought it would be. But yeah, it was just a pretty good football game overall.
Yeah, gritty win for Buffalo. Tough for Baltimore.
I mean, Lamar literally gifted Buffalo that win. I don't know why that was the play call on 4th and 1.
I have no
on the
idea.
yard line and why he ended up throwing that ball and not rushing. But it's a case of yeah, exactly.
Best kicker in NFL history on your roster.
Yeah, exactly. If they kick the field goal, it ties the game.
So stupid.
But oh well.
All right. Moving on, we got the Chargers taking on the Texans. Chargers win 34-24. Justin Herbert, 340, 2 touchdowns. Mr. Damian Pierce, UF alum, 131 with the touchdown. That touchdown was beautiful to watch. And then Beav's boy, the man, the myth, Mike Will, 7 receptions, 120 yards. That's your boy, Beav. He's still balling out.
He's my boy, but like, I don't have him on fantasy. You got Keenan Allen on fantasy. Like, I kind of want Keenan Allen back, you know? I want him getting all the touches.
Yeah.
Eckler also balled out this week, 3 touchdowns. He's back.
Mm-hmm. He is officially back. Jonathan Taylor, please take notes. Please wake the fuck up. Okay. On to Patriots at Packers. Packers win 27-24. Aaron Rodgers, 251, 2 tutties. Aaron Jones, 110 rush yards. Alan Lazard, 6 receptions, 116. Hodska, break it down for us.
I mean, yeah, going into that game, I knew we were gonna lose. I didn't know how close or what the score was gonna be, but I knew we were gonna lose internally. I was actually kind of proud of the way we played. We actually played a pretty good game, especially for Bailey Zapp's first ever game coming in. He actually played pretty well. Our defense kind of stepped up. We were running the ball well. Belichick's play calling was goddamn fucking terrible. 4th and 5 on the 45-yard line in overtime with 5 minutes to go. Go for it. Why punt it? Aaron Rod, you don't give Aaron Rodgers a second chance in overtime. At least try to go for it, make a play. If you don't get it, oh well, the game's probably over anyway. Don't play for the tie, play for the win. That's the only thing I was kind of disappointed about, but oh well. Hopefully Mac Jones, I don't think he's going to play this week. Hopefully he'll be back week 6. We got the Lions at home this week. Maybe Bailey Zapp can do something special. So
yeah, it's unusual to see the Patriots 1-3, even after even in the post Brady era.
Yeah, I mean we have a really easy next couple weeks. Not easy, but easier. A lot more home games. A lot of teams that are kind of weaker than what we've been playing. So you got to stretch to the Lions, Browns, Bears, Jets. Those are the next 4 games. So hopefully we can get back to 4-3, 3-4.
That's a nice little stretch there.
Yeah. So hopefully just everyone stays healthy. But our defense is playing well and we're running the ball well. We just need Jacoby Myers and Mac Jones back in the field.
There we go. Final game from the day slate. We have the Raiders finally getting their first win over the Broncos, 32-23. Russell Wilson looked decent, 237 for 2. Josh Jacobs was the man of the game, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, paired up with Devontae Adams, 9 receptions, 101 yards. Those two look amazing, and they led the way for the Raiders to finally win a game.
Yeah, I mean, Derek Carr was average in that game. He did nothing special. He had no touchdowns, no turnovers.
He was just there.
He was there,
It's just a
like
great
nothing
game
special.
manager role.
Russ had a good game. His best game as a Bronco yet. He had like 237, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. Uh, Denver should have been in that game if they're whatever Mike Boone or whoever that guy was that dropped the ball on 4th down. He should get cut for that because that was astronomically bad. That was such a bad drop. He literally had the game in his hands. They would have been on like the 40-yard line. That would have been like a 30-yard catch, and they would have had a shot to tie the game or win the game. And he blew it. So he
Pitiful.
should get cut.
Beav, anything?
I got nothing.
All right.
I'm just happy the Raiders won.
Sunday night football. Boys, we finally got a good Sunday night game. Holy shit. It's been so long. Chiefs at Bucks. Chiefs win 41-31. Tom Brady lit it up. 385, 3 touchdowns. Rushing game was led by Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 92 yards and a touchdown. Mike Ev, fresh off a suspension, a reception, 103 yards, 2 tutties. But the Chiefs pull it out. Mahomes threw like a really interesting touchdown to Clyde. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, that play was crazy.
That was straight out of Madden.
That was fucking wild. Wild.
Then move and then a little jump pass kind of.
Yeah, it was the jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde has had a great game. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to Clyde, top 5 back in the league. He just keeps doing work.
Is he on your team?
He's on my team in the PG league.
Mm.
Brady had a revenge game and a fuck you Giselle game because now
Yeah.
they're officially getting
Well,
divorced.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He kinda just went and balled
they were
out,
like the
dropped.
happiest couple.
Yeah. He kind of just went and dropped like 385 yards and 3 touchdowns just for no reason, even though they
Now
lost.
you
He
think
just
they're
fucked
getting
around.
divorced because he came out of retirement? Like you don't think they had any trouble before?
They would have
Yeah.
been way worse without Brady. 100%.
Who?
The Bucks.
I'm talking about Giselle.
Yeah.
I misheard that whole thing.
No, I think it's because Beav, I agree with you. I think it's because that he decided to come back and do football, and football is prioritizing his life, and he probably wants to play until he's 50.
Yeah.
And then whoever, as soon as he retires, someone, whatever broadcasting company is going to offer him a fat contract that he's going to sign, so he's still going to be away from his family again. So I think it was just like Giselle was kind of sick and tired of putting football first before family for Tom.
Mhm.
So
But I mean, it comes with the territory when your husband says in like everywhere that he wants to play till he's 50. You just kind of gotta accept it, right? I mean, I get that you have family and kids and whatnot, but
I mean, yeah, if she's going for the money, I mean, it's a slap on the wrist to both of them. Like, it doesn't matter. The kids will be fine. They're just like, oh, this week we could stay at daddy's big mansion, and then next week we can go to mommy's. Woohoo.
I think Giselle's got enough money on her own. She'll be all right, but she'll definitely get a fat paycheck out of this.
Yeah.
I mean, Giselle has most of the money.
You think she's got more money than Tom?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'll look it up real quick.
I think they're
Tom Brady, like on the Patriots, Tom Brady took pay cuts to sign other players. Like it was known.
Yeah, I can't really think of like what endorsements he had, like maybe like Gillette, right?
Gillette, he had, I don't know if he's still with them. He has like the whole TB12 sports things.
Yeah, that's not.
Otherwise, he was just kind of like doing his own thing, always kind of independent.
Okay. I've got it. Tom Brady's net worth, an estimated $250 million.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I mean, he's
that's-
still like for the greatest of all time, you would expect more, but like still like 250
I
million.
mean, Rudy Gobert just signed a $250 million contract.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, well, wait till you hear this. Giselle, $400 million.
yeah, she's
Wow, how does she have?
Bank.
She got like does she have like a beauty brand or something?
She's one of the greatest models of all time, and it pays
Yeah, but how do you make
fat
400
stacks.
mil modeling? Like, you gotta have some fucking businesses. She's got to
Yeah,
have.
I mean, she has shit on the side.
Yeah.
Like I think she has like her own clothing company and shit like that, and then like modeling agency as well.
That's crazy. So you think so? Does that mean Giselle's gonna have to pay up to Tom? Like,
I think that's just gonna be like,
It's probably
honestly,
gonna
we're
split.
too rich for our own good. Like, you know what? Like, let's just sign the papers. Like, no money involved. Like, we're gonna take care of our kids.
well,
So
they both apparently hired their own team of lawyers. So this is gonna be like a dirty little court case.
yeah, it'll be
Giselle
funny to
made
watch.
47 million last year.
Yeah, she made more than Brady last year.
Holy shit,
Man,
bro.
I wish
I mean,
I mean, I wouldn't even care if I was the kids. Like my dad's Tom Brady, my mom's Giselle.
Yeah,
fuck.
it's like, oh, I wouldn't even have to. I'm not even gonna work a day in my life, and I'll get handed literally everything, whether I'm a guy or a girl. Oh, if I'm a girl, oh, I'm a model instantly. Like, don't have to do a single thing. Just have to show up and just have people take pictures of me. If I'm a guy, I don't even have to be good at football. I'm a commentator. That's it. Tom Brady's son. Like, what are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
he'll be like Collinsworth's son. Like you know how he does the post game, but Brady's working for Fox. He'll have his kid doing the little post.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna
Bro,
get
I'm
paid.
telling you now, one of them's gonna be running his little TB12
Oh yeah,
stretchapalooza thing
for
he's
sure.
got going.
The pliability method.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and finish up this week's game slate. We have the Rams at 49ers. I mean, this game was kind of shocking. From Niners win 24-9. If we want to talk stats, Stafford didn't look that great. Wilson led the running yardage, 74 yards, 1 touchdown. Cooper Kupp did his thing, catch machine, 14 receptions, 122 yards. But the Rams got a field goal in the first 3 quarters, and that was it.
I
It
mean,
was
yeah,
over.
the Rams have always struggled against the 49ers.
Yeah,
as
for
of
some
recent.
reason.
Stafford is like 1-7 against the 49ers in his career, and the one win only being the NFC Championship last year.
Yeah.
The Rams offense is fucking terrible besides Cooper Kupp. And their
Even before
defense
Stafford,
is
they
playing
just
well.
have the Niners just have their number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Debo looked good last night. Y'all see the cleats he was wearing?
yeah, those are sick.
Clean.
You know who had a good game too? What's his face? Shit.
Niners defense looked good too. I mean, I get that the Rams are Cooper Kupp and Cooper Kupp alone, but
Yeah. Bobby
Nice.
Wagner had some highlight plays.
yeah,
Did you see the biggest highlight of the game?
Yeah.
Tackling the streaker.
Fucking leveled that kid.
That was awesome.
normally they try to like whenever there's a streaker, they try to not like put it on social media or whatever, put it on the
Mhm.
broadcast.
Wagner just had
on
zero.
copycats.
He did not care
That
whatsoever.
picture was
He
golden.
slammed.
He was just taking out his frustration. Like, why do we suck so much right now? Why did I end up coming here? I thought our team was good, but we're trash. I'm just gonna take out my frustration on this guy. And just dropped him.
That
Hey,
man survived a hit from Bobby Wagner.
That's kind
How
of
many
dope.
people can say that? That's pretty cool.
Well, we don't know how he's doing now. He probably has a minor concussion at least.
Yeah, yeah.
That looked like helmet to shoulder, like helmet to maybe. He got him pretty good.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, on a side note, did y'all see that Odell was visiting the Giants yesterday?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting. Yeah, he was at the facility. They said it wasn't like an official visit. That he was just going to see his boy Sterling Shepard, who's not even playing. But
Well, he got hurt.
I mean, they're both ACL buddies now.
Yeah.
So I mean they can and
yeah.
Odell's
Also,
a free.
like, what's the word on Odell, bro? This man's like literally an NFL recruit. I've never seen anything like it.
He's hurt.
When is he
The
coming
most
back?
recent tweet, very important.
He tore his ACL in February.
Kind of clues him into where he might be going. He said, and this is of the game last night. 19 is good. LOL, hate to say it. He ugly though.
He's not going to San Francisco. He ain't going.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Those
He's
are
not
fighting
going to
words.
Garoppolo, especially a division rival to the Rams that he also is butt buddies with half the team.
I mean, he'll be back in probably like week 8, week 9. Someone will pick him up in free agency, or not free agent. Someone will just sign him, and then there'll be
Yeah,
like a
but
wide receiver 2 on like I could see him going to like honestly, I could see him going to like the Eagles and just fucking shit up. He's chasing a ring.
I don't think he cares
I don't think you
anymore.
could do that to Giants fans.
I
He
don't think he
absolutely would.
cares. I don't. I think he just wants rings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he gives a shit.
Like at this point, he's just like I could be in the Hall of Fame, even though my career wasn't the best, just because of how many rings I won and that one catch that will always be like the greatest catch of all time.
Well, yeah, he hasn't. I mean, he hasn't been a Pro Bowler since like his 3rd year in the league, right? I think
Yeah, no, his career's been dog shit ever since he's left the Giants.
that's why
I
he
mean,
needs to go back.
he did not bad last year when he went to the Rams.
I mean, he would have had a great Super Bowl game had he played the full game. He was balling out in the first quarter. I don't know when he got hurt, first or second quarter, but he was balling.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, gentlemen. It is that time. Today's snake draft is the insults draft. So whatever insult you can think of, that's where you can pick from. I
Is it
won
like
the
one
last
word?
what?
Is it like one word?
Preferably, yes. Like the exact thing that you
Yeah.
get called.
So, yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Oh fuck! I got like phrases.
Well, yeah, I
Well,
was like, you could obviously could have like a combination, like stupid fucking like idiot, blah 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 blah, and keep going. But I just thought of like, okay, like idiot would be the insult there.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay,
If
that's
you're
what I
if you're
thought.
a child watching our pod, I recommend you.
Yeah. Turn it off if you are under 13. This is a warning now.
Gotta
Turn it off if you are under the age of
turn on the
13.
parental controls here.
That way we can't get flagged. We
I don't
already
even have
warned
any
you.
bad words in mine.
Oh, I do.
All right. I won the last draft, which was the softs draft. Today it is going to be Beav first, Hod second, me third. Beav, take it away.
All right. Well, my first overall pick in the insult draft. I'm just gonna go with the classic here. I'm gonna go with "I know you are, but what am I?" It's just like there's no defense for it. It's like somebody says that to you, and you're like, well, whatever I say, they're just gonna hit me back with the same thing. Like, it's a no-win situation. That's why I think it's probably one of the best, if not the best insult. I know you are, but what am I?
It's not an insult, bro. That's a comeback.
Whatever. It could be insulting. In many cases, it is.
Yeah. All right. That was
If you
definitely
say you're
not
an
my.
idiot, somebody says, "I know you are, but what am I?" Like, what are you supposed to do there? You know?
That's fair. That's not what I was going
Beav's
for.
playing defense today, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for a word that I don't even think I can say on YouTube, because it might just take it down or some shit. But fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway. Cunt.
I mean, it's staying up, just so you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
All right. Two of my favorite words to use. One, you're a fucking douchebag. And two, you're also a pussy. Two, just harsh right off the tongue, deliver quick.
Mhm.
Just absolute jabs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with buffoon. It's just kind of like it's like a funny word to say, and like you never expect someone to call you a buffoon, but when you do, it's kind of like heart-wrenching. It's like, bro, what? Like, why? Like, almost forget it's a word, and then you get called it, and you feel kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Buffoon.
All right, I got 2 picks here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with a word for this one, just so I'm like I got a word in there, just so I can satisfy the boys. Turd muncher. You never want to be called a turd muncher because that just means you're eating shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to eat shit. And then the other insult that I have, my third overall pick is when somebody goes, "What's your name again?" Like you clearly know this person, like, or at least you think you do, but they have no fucking clue who you are. It's kind of insulting, right? It's humbling, you know.
What's your name again? I don't know if I'd go that route for an insult, but good for
I
you.
mean,
B.
when somebody says that to you, like you kind of feel insulted. Like, hey, like I thought we were cool, you know. Like you don't remember me.
Fill up. All right. My third pick, I'm gonna go with slap dick. Yeah. I didn't know this word existed, and I think I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna say my friend's dad made it up. We were playing drinking games one night. My friend's dad comes down. He comes home hammered, drank like maybe a fifth of Tito's. Comes downstairs and he's like, "What's up, you fucking slap dick?" And just shakes my hand, and I'm like, "Wow, I don't know what to feel right now." But now I use that word, so it's funny.
So where do I want to go here? Bro, I'm just gonna go classic. I'm gonna go dumbass. You're such a dumbass. Just the next one. It's the one that kind of prompted the idea of this draft. I got called it on Call of Duty. People have been saying a lot lately since I called it out. But a bozo. Bozo is just like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's kind of like buffoon.
Yeah. You just sit there, you're like, what the fuck did you just call me?
Yeah. So that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pick.
Yeah.
With my fourth pick, I'm gonna go with another one that people might not know. I'm gonna go with the word lummox. If you don't know what lummox is, I'll read you the definition. According to Urban Dictionary,
Sounds Celtic.
lummox, a large, dim-witted, lumbering oaf of a person with lacking tact, intellectual prowess, and manual dexterity. As such, this half-human, half-baboon creature is unable to get out of its own way. Example, Timmy, you silly lummox. You are entering a battle of wits half armored. And then the other definition is a large, gangly, lanky, and useless waste of space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
it's pretty much just like a waste of space piece of shit human being. Lummox. My friend
Yeah,
just
I
used
mean, you kind of just took my next pick, to be honest. I was gonna say waste of space.
it.
Like I just think that's like very insulting, like a waste of space. Like your
Yeah.
physical presence is a waste. Like
Yeah, that's why I picked lummox, because lummox, like, you don't really know what lummox means unless you know what it means. So it's like you get called a lummox and you're like, shit, what does that mean? And then you look it up and see it's a waste of space, and then you're like, oh damn, like you don't even know how to come back from
it's
that.
different. All right,
Yeah.
so I guess I'm going with the English version of lummox. The English translation, whatever
Yeah.
fucking language lummox is from. And my next pick is imbecile. Just means you're a stupid person. Like you're an imbecile. But it's like stupid on like another level. It's like you are like extremely stupid. You're like you're pretty much a monkey. Like you're an imbecile.
Yeah. With my last one, I was scrolling through my to get inspiration for this, my Xbox Live chat from over the years. And I found one that I couldn't believe I was called this. But it was kind of funny, and I feel like it would be fitting to use the last round because I've been called it on Xbox Live by probably a 12-year-old. A doo-doo head.
Oof. Doo-doo, poopy head,
Yeah.
butt head.
Yeah. That one, I was like, damn. Like a
Anything
lot of it
head.
was like piece of shit or words that have already been said, but doo-doo head was like kind of like hit. Stuck with me.
Well, hon, I'm going off names I've been called on Call of Duty. Probably couldn't say most of them on here.
Well, yeah,
People are not very nice.
that's also what I figured, because doo-doo head was one of the only PG ones that I could say.
Doo-doo head. You must have been scrolling deep in the chat box. It's probably like 2011, eh?
Bro, FIFA is toxic, bro. The old FIFA days, it was just no fucks given.
I think I'm kind of debating between two. I'm gonna go Snowflake. Snowflake is just comedy, bro. People get mad because you call them a snowflake because they're being soft. Like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, this is the funniest shit ever to me.
Yeah.
Michael Schofield,
Yeah.
maybe.
All right, let's go down the list. Beav, I know you are, but what am I? Turd muncher. What's your name again? Waste of space, imbecile.
No, my first pick is a great first pick, in my opinion.
Todd went cunt, buffoon, slapdick, lummox, doo-doo head. I went douchebag, pussy, dumbass, bozo, snowflake.
All
All right. Beav, give me your honorable mentions.
right. I had one that I just forgot. But I have like brush your teeth. Like, that's tough. Like, somebody who's like, bro, you're fucking. All right. That's just like one of the ones I told you. I thought like when you said the insult draft, I thought it was like jokes that are like insulting or like saying like insulting, not like insult words.
Brush your teeth.
Scumbag.
Oh,
You
man.
mentioned being soft. You can call somebody like a piece of four ply, like Charmin. You got the two ply, 2 layers, twice as soft as 4 ply, so it's very soft. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I got 3 on my list that I was gonna say that haven't been said. Moron. It's kind of just a standard one. Then we got dingus. It's also kind of a standard one. And then we got tub of lard.
Tub of lard. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it was in a Family Guy one, and I liked that one.
Okay, I got a couple. I got fat ass, clown, a twat, and a loser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
loser hits different.
yeah. Also, shout out.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah, loser hits different, but also shout out another honorable mention: huge gaping vagina. I've been called that a couple times, and that one kind of sucks. It's tough.
Yeah.
That's a favorite of the fraternity.
Yeah.
And then shout out all the ones that we can't say on air.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of those. That would have been my whole draft. That's the most creative ones, because those you don't know how to respond to.
And that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. What a waste of space.
Yeah,
We'll
see you,
you
slap dick.
guys in the next episode. Please like, subscribe, share the channel. We will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye,
See you
pussies.
later, pussies.
I know you are, but what am I?